Okay, this is going to be a short video on the Biden speech that was over the virus and COVID-19 issue. This took place March 11th on 2021. This is my perception and my experiences based on what he said. Okay, so he said there's various crimes against the Asians, that people are being racist against the Asians and treating them badly and just doing all kinds of weird things. Okay, so I live in an area where we have a rather large Asian population. We actually have a lot of mixed cultures here, and I frequent the Hong Kong market and various other Vietnamese and Taiwanese and different Chinese and Japanese, all of the Asian places. I frequent them, and my family frequents them. And when I've gone there during the COVID-19, I don't see any racism at all. I don't see any of that. Not them towards us, not us towards them. I see a lot of colored people who shop there at the Asian markets also. There's white people that shop there, mostly Asians. The Asians are all very nice. I've never seen anything. And I go to the Asian restaurants. We do a lot of hot pot. If you don't know what that is, it's where you get your soup brought to your table and it gets warmed up, and then you just put your various things in your pot that you want to eat. It boils right there on the table. So I don't know what he's talking about when he says this. This is not my experience. So I don't know. He says the Asians are living in fear. I don't see that either. Like I said, we go there several times during the month. We just love the area. We love the Asian people. The Asian people are some of those most polite people. They wear their masks unless they're sitting at the table. In the mall, the Hong Kong mall, they're all sitting around playing different of their little board games and card games and stuff. You can walk around and go shopping if you have your mask on. There's lots of restaurants down along the the main hall. And I mean, like I said, I see all kinds of people there. They're not living in fear. I don't even know what to say about his comments on that. I live in this second largest city in the country, and it's not happening here. It's just not. So I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about or what he's saying. He says follow the science. Okay, I'd like to ask, what science? You know, the science that the federal government, the science that Biden decides is the science, or Biden decides who the scientists are that we should listen to. I don't know. I make up my own mind because I'm an individual. So I don't follow federal science. I follow the science that makes the most sense to me. And wearing a mask and social distancing and lockdowns doesn't make any sense from an economic standpoint, from a human standpoint, from a medical standpoint. It's just dumb to me. Okay. He says to protect the American people. Okay, well, that is the job of government, to protect the American people. But the reason why the way they protect the American people is not to mandate to the American people. And I want to say this, American people, okay? The American people are the private citizens. Okay. Now, the federal people are the citizens of the United States, or United States citizens, because the federal government are the federal lands. And if you don't understand that, check out some of my other videos. I explain it, and I show you the documents and the reports and all the things that the federal government tells you that helps you understand and puts things into perspective. That private citizens are the American people, and the American people are not commanded by the government, the federal or the state government, okay? It doesn't work like that, and it's not the way the Constitution was intended to be interpreted. So the way they protect the American people is by following the Constitution. Okay, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that the government gets to mandate the private citizens, because the private citizens are the sovereign, the true sovereign, where the sovereignty comes from. It comes from the bottom up, okay, if you want to look at it that way. Okay, so he says all of us, we the people, okay, he says all of us, and then he says we the people. He's saying all of us are we the people. We the people in the Constitution are the Congress, are the Congress at the seat. Which are the delegates from the states, okay? The states made up the federal government, and then the federal government in the Constitution constitute the we the people. So we the people are the people in Congress, okay? That's the we the people. I explained this in a video. If you don't understand it, please consider watching some of my videos. I use all of their stuff to explain to you the correct and proper perception. It's politics. They're politicking. They're lying, and they're using propaganda to make you think you are we the people. You're not we the people. You're the private citizens. You command we the people, okay? You command them. They don't command you. That's the way it works. That's because you are all equal, and you are the true sovereign. It's who created the government. They're instituted among men. This is the government. You created it. Okay, you command them, they don't command you. It goes this way, it doesn't go that way. But then he says all of this, so this is a trick. This is neuro-linguistic programming that he's using. All of us, we the people. So you're thinking we the people are all of us. We the people are not all of us, because all of us is only all of them. All of us is not here all of us. All of us is only here all of us. So it depends on which flag he's speaking in front of. If he's speaking in front of a flag that doesn't have fringe, or if he's speaking in front of a flag that does have fringe. Okay, and I have a video on that. All things dependent upon vaccines. And he states, quote, on a war footing. That he's on a war footing. I can't believe he said that he's on a war footing to get everyone vaccinated. And if you don't, he makes a threat later on in his video. Of course, he's sounding very nice and like, you know, we're just trying to do the right thing here. But of course, a liar always sounds like that, because they want you to believe them. Liars want to be believed. They want you to believe their propaganda. It all rests on whether or not you believe them, okay? So he's saying he's on a war footing to get everyone vaccinated, to eliminate the virus. That means he's going to take action against those who don't. And he's going to take it by only allowing certain privileges to some people, and those are going to be the people who get vaccinated, okay? And then he makes a mistake here. He says American people, but before he finishes the word, he says public. So he changes American people to American public. Okay, that's because American public is different from American people. American people are these here, the private citizens. The American public, the public, are these here, the Congress and the military, okay? That's why he immediately had to correct himself, and he corrected himself before he even finished the word, okay? All adults in America vaccinated. He wants all adults in America vaccinated, okay? Well, good luck with that, because I'm not getting vaccinated, and I don't have to get vaccinated. All adults in America. So he wants all of these people vaccinated, and he wants all of these people vaccinated, okay? Well, he has no control over all these people, so he has to say that he wants them vaccinated. I just want you to get vaccinated. And then because you can decide for yourself whether or not you get vaccinated, later on he makes the threats. He's threatening you, okay? And he says no other country has taken the things that we've done. We've gone as far as we've gone to eliminate this illness. So, okay, I find it pretty fascinating that this thing came up out of nowhere, and it's only going to be eliminated through vaccination. Yet they've been vaccinating for the flu for many years, and we still get the flu. So, you know, I don't know really that vaccines are going to change anything. So he says all adults are eligible. You know why they're eligible and not mandated? Because the federal government cannot mandate private citizens do anything. They can't mandate that American people do anything. American people are the American citizens, okay? The private citizens. The only people he can mandate are the military and the members of Congress, okay? Those are the public. That's the American public, or the public of the United States. What you can do and cannot do once vaccinated, okay? So pretty soon he's going to start his threat, because what you can do and what you cannot do once you are vaccinated. So really what you can do is everything you are supposed to be able to do anyway, because you're free, sovereign, and independent. So really he's saying what you cannot do once you're what you can do, okay, what you can do once vaccinated. Sorry, I made a mistake with, and cannot do. Oh, so what you cannot do is all the things that you are really supposed to be free to do. And what you can do are the things that you already can do. But he's threatening that he's going to take it away if you don't get vaccinated, even though you're only eligible and not mandated. Okay? So let me try to make this clear. Everyone has all their rights to do whatever they want to do as long as they don't hurt anyone. He can't mandate anybody get vaccinated. But what he's saying is we're going to take things away if you don't. Okay? So then what you can do once vaccinated and what you cannot do once vaccinated. This is to encourage more adults to get vaccinated. That's what he says. That's in a quote. To encourage more adults to get vaccinated. To encourage, because he can't. He can't force you. Just like he can't force you to wear a mask and he can't force you to shut down your business. He can't. Okay, that's because you're a private citizen. You're the American, you are American people, private citizens. You're not part of the public. The public are the people in government, to which government then has control over. If you don't understand that, I have videos on it. Okay, to encourage, not to force more adults to get vaccinated. Okay, he says, I need you. I need you, he says. He's pleading the American people, not public, because he can force the public, but he can't force the people. Get those around you to get vaccinated. So now he's turning people against each other, because if you don't, you can't. Okay, so even though you're only eligible and he's encouraging you, if you don't, you can't. Okay, because you cannot do if you're not vaccinated what you can do once you are vaccinated. So he's saying you can do some stuff once you're vaccinated, and if you're not vaccinated, even though you have the choice, he's taking away the choice by telling you you cannot do some stuff. Okay, I need you, the American people, not public, people. Notice how he changed his word. He corrected himself over here. The American people, public, okay? That's what he did. Go back and watch his video. That's what he did. Because he had to change his words, because words have meaning. You have to understand what they're saying. Words have meaning. He says, by July 4th, you may be able to celebrate Independence Day. However, conditions might change. So you can get vaccinated, and then he's still telling you, but it might not matter. We may still tell you you can't do anything. Okay? So all 3 vaccines, there's 3 now. Now you have to get 3 vaccines, and he's saying, listen to his scientist, Fauci. He says they are safe. The vaccines are safe. Take them. He says that he and Kamala Harris got vaccinated. I'm telling you, I don't think they got vaccinated. You can put anything in a syringe. You can put saline in a syringe. You can put vitamins in a syringe. You can get the syringe plugged into your arm and have somebody squeeze it into your arm and call it a vaccine. That doesn't mean it's a vaccine, okay? I don't believe them. They use propaganda. They lie because politicians lie, okay? Politicians lie. That's what they do. Ask Andrew Napolitano. Ask Chris Rossini. Ask Daniel McAdams. Ask anybody with the Mises Institute. Politicians lie. That's what politicians do. They use propaganda. They've done it during some of the wars. They dropped pamphlets on the enemy using propaganda to try to get the enemy to turn against each other. So if he's trying to get us to turn against each other, I need you, the American people, to get those around you vaccinated. Then he's probably lying and using propaganda and trying to start some kind of war against us. So you call this a biological attack and a psychological attack, okay? We need everyone vaccinated. Why do they need everyone vaccinated? Why do they care that much? There must be something about the vaccines that maybe we don't know. I wonder about that. Wear the masks, he says, wear the mask and stick with the rules. Okay, well, in the Constitution, rules and regulations are for the military. It's not for private citizens. As a matter of fact, nothing in the Constitution gives the government control over private citizens. And you can see that because he knows that, because he corrected himself. American people, public. Yeah. So check it out. Check out my videos.